Hello there, this is Grandison Shine, Chief Marketing Officer of Direct Business Marketing. Today I'm going to talk to you about a product that we had an opportunity to develop for real estate agents to generate, capture, store, and nurture short sale leads. Now, if you're just getting into the business or if you are a veteran in the business, here's a product that we feel that you can use that will help you get to where you want to go when talking about or hitting your goals with developing short sales. This is a complete marketing system that we have developed for real estate agents who are marketing to those homeowners. And what's unique about this product is our calculator system. It's a proprietary product that we have made, that we have patented, and this is a product that you can use to generate short sale leads. Well, we'll talk about why, but if you're going to market online, you have to have a way in order to generate leads. You have a way to, I should say, generate traffic. It's not a lead until you capture the lead, until you capture at least their name and their email address, or their email address at the very, very minimum. And you also have to have some place to store that information, and then from there you have to nurture the lead that you just got. Okay, in case they, you may have to talk with them, or you may have to put them on a drip campaign, whatever it may be. We have that embedded within this whole entire system. So let's talk about what the system covers. We're going to talk about a little bit about DBM, who we are, what we do, our marketing solutions and services that we provide for real estate agents, what we believe, how we go about marketing for our real estate agents, what we teach them what to do on when they are marketing. Then we're going to dive right into what the whole entire subject is about, is what is the short or stay calculator, how does the calculator work, who's using the calculator. Case study will give you a live demo of the product, show you the report that it actually generates, and how you can use that report to get more listings, and show you some examples, or tell you where you can view some examples. I'm going to show you where, so you can take your time and view those examples for yourself. Go through some objections. We've heard them all pretty much, and I do want to address them and let you know how we address those objections. Some frequently asked questions and some should ask questions. There's a difference between the two, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Then talk about the features, then talk about a special offer that I have for you for those who are watching this video. Okay, so a little bit about DBM. First of all, who are we? We are a direct response marketing firm. We specialize in internet marketing solutions, campaigns, and consulting services as a means to generate leads for a business. And so we understand our client and understand what those nuances are that will enable them to generate more leads. Now, our marketing focus is to generate traffic, to capture that traffic and turn it into a lead, store it somewhere, and then nurture, help you do this whole entire process, generate, capture, store, nurture, so you can build your business. It's all about business growth, and nothing happens in terms of business growth until you sell a product or a service. And for a real estate agent, we know that the lifeblood of a business is getting the leads and getting those listings and finding the buyers. Well, right now we're going to talk about short sale leads, and it's all about leads here, so you can then get the listing if that is appropriate for your future client. Here's the management team, and we'll talk about the different ways the management team runs the business. First of all, there's Dustin Fickmon, who's co-founder and chief operating officer. He manages the operations team, those who do the day-to-day operations and write the articles for our clients, post the videos, those sorts of things that, again, all the day-to-day items. Once you have become a client, then his operation handles you from there. Drew is another co-founder and chief technical officer of the organization, and he manages the tech team and the graphic design team, who are responsible for the look and feel, your technological system, everything else, and putting all the components together. Grandison Shines, that's me. I'm another co-founder. I'm the chief marketing officer, and you'll deal with someone on my team first in terms of marketing, selling, branding, pricing, and everything else, getting you what your budget or your investment will be for your marketing solution, and then we go from there. So from a progression standpoint, I should say, it's all about me first, or me and my team first, and then Andrew's team, and then Dustin's team, and that's progression, how you work with us within the business. Now we're going to talk about what our marketing services are and how we go about doing that. First of all, now that technology is such a very important part of our business, or not just our business but your business also, we, besides doing offline marketing, really focus on internet marketing. So in order to do internet marketing, you have to have a website. So we have services that range from website creation to writing the information copy that's on that site, to writing information copy for other marketing materials. We also help you with the development or the strategy of your short sale marketing or your buyer marketing or whatever marketing you may be doing. And so we provide those services. Then we get into all the technological things like search engine marketing or pay-per-click, content submission, submitting your not only your site to the search engine, but submitting your content out there in the web so it's syndicated. Social media marketing, or the strategy of it, I should say. Search engine optimization. What should be on your site in order to come up in the Google rankings higher than your competitors, right? So that information is critically important. And from there, all the marketing collateral materials, direct mail, we help you out with that, custom email marketing, all the way to marketing education and training sessions. We do have webinars that we provide every week. We have webinars we provide on a monthly basis, a little bit longer, in-depth webinars, and then there's also going to be some yearly conferences, those sorts of things. So our services range from very, very simple implementation from website all the way to a full-blown implementation where we become the marketing company for a particular organization. Now here's what we believe. Now we've taken a look at our past experiences and our successes, and we extracted the appropriate information that we feel it makes our marketing work. And we've come up with 11 marketing truths, and I'll share those with you and go through them, not in depth because we have videos for each one of these all by themselves on our website, directbusinessmarketing.com. But what I want to do is give you an idea of our marketing philosophy, why and how we go about and how we have been so successful in our marketing for our clients. First of all, we say that the number one thing is you need a return on your investment. You need an ROI. Okay, if you're not getting an ROI, if we're not getting ROI, then we're not going to do that particular marketing activity. It doesn't make sense for us to waste our clients' money in terms of how we market for them. If it's not generating an ROI, then we will not be doing that, and that's critically important. That has to be the first thing, and that's why we test a lot in our system. We test before we take a big budget of money and then implement it to a marketing campaign that may not work as well as we like for it to work. Number two, every client wants three things. If you give the client these three things, you can turn the traffic even more so into a lead and turn the lead into a client. First of all, they want value added in advance, they want a trusted advisor, and they want an adequate solution. Those three things, and we'll talk about how these 11 marketing issues are embedded in the calculator. Okay, so the number two, again, they want something of value in advance, they want a trusted advisor, and they want an adequate solution for what they may be looking for. Number three, know your prospect state of awareness. There are 5 states of awareness, all the way from they know nothing about your product or service to they know everything about your product or service and they're ready to buy, and everything else in between that. So again, there's 5 stages there. We won't go in depth with those. Number 4, people love video. If you are not using video, I give you the shame on you finger, because people love video. The number 2 search engine in the world is YouTube. Google owns YouTube, and people just love to watch video, whether it's for entertainment purposes or educational purposes. People love watching video. And again, if you're not using video in your marketing strategy, then you may want to really consider using video in such a manner that it will help you get leads and grow your business. Number 5, content is king. We live in the information age. You cannot fight that. People have information at their fingertips, and so the main job of the search engine is to bring you content. Now, Google also said content is king, meaning that if you have a content management system like we have here with the shortest day calculator, you have an opportunity to demonstrate your expertise. It's all about demonstrating your expertise, especially when you have number 6, when we talk about knowing your type of business. There are 3 types of businesses. There's a low-cost leader, there is a product innovator, and then there's a customer intimate type business. Well, as a real estate agent, you have a customer intimate type business. You're not a low-cost leader, nor are you a product innovator. So having a type of business like we have here at Direct Business Marketing, and for you real estate agents, meaning that you have a customer intimate type business, understanding that demonstrating your expertise with content will really help you out, and using video will really help you to understand what the client really wants, and they will also understand what it is that you can do for them by demonstrating your expertise. Number 7, know what you are selling. In a customer intimate type business, it's really, really important to know that you're not selling the product or service, but you're selling you. Why? Because people buy from who they know, like, and trust. We all know that. Again, people buy from who they know, who they like, and who they trust. And you can use video, you can use content, and understanding that you know your type of business, you can use those in a positive way that you can start breaking down this barrier of non-trust. This is one of the reasons why we use video so much, because we understand that we know what we're selling, but also another reason why we have clients that are not in the United States. We have more, I mean, excuse me, not in the local Arizona area that we are in. We have clients all over the United States, and it's growing by leaps and bounds because we understand how to use this appropriately, and well, you can do the same thing even more so in your local area when you have an opportunity to meet with them face to face. Number 8, you should always be building your list or building your community of people that follow you, meaning that you want to capture names, email addresses, you want to get likes on your Facebook page, you want to be able to communicate with an audience by you giving them something on a regular basis so that they can take the benefit of what you are giving them and use it for their business. Or if you have a client, making sure that you, again, build your list so you have an audience that you can position your products and services to also. Number 9, you must bridge the search offer gap, meaning that when someone, because again, we live in an information age, and when 97 or 8 more than I would say 97% of people start their searches for information on the internet. Now, Google owns a good 80% of that, 97 being 100% for their search engines, right? Have you ever gone to a search engine, typed in a keyword phrase, and you've gone to a site and it did not have what you want, right? What you're looking for? What did you do? You left. Well, bridging that search offer gap, understanding that when they type in certain keyword phrases and everything, this is where search engine optimization comes in, this is where the video comes in, everything else. Understanding how when they are searching for something and how to get your site pulled up, that you have to understand, you have to bridge that gap so they won't leave your site, so you can give them the 3 things that they want, right? Number 10, there's 3 ways to increase your business. 1, sell more to more people, meaning grow your list, sell more to the client list you already have, and then raising the price. Those 3 ways are the ways you're going to grow your business, and depending on the type of business, you get to do all 3, or you can do just a couple of those or even one of those, depending on, again, your type of business. Number 4, the 4 marketing foci: generate, capture, store, nurture, and in that order. You have to have traffic generating activities going on that can get traffic to your site. You have to be able to take that traffic and convert it and capture the information. So that's why there always should be a web form on the page. From there, storing that into a database where you can keep that information and use that information to nurture the client, or use the other information that you have that will continue to demonstrate your expertise to nurture the client, so you can continuously tear down that barrier of non-trust. Okay, so that's what we believe. We have proven this over and over and over. This is embedded in every single marketing campaign we do, and this information continues to prove true time and time again. It doesn't matter the market, it doesn't matter the product or service. These marketing tools here just work. Let's talk about our lead flow process. We talked about the number 11, the 4 foci. We always say, let's lead off with 5 lead generating activities. Those 5 can change. From there, the capture sources, our lead flow process. Then from there, the storing of that information. Again, being able to automate this whole entire process is really, really good for you, which goes to the nurturing side of it, which again could be automated via drip campaigns and those sorts of things. So you can put your whole marketing activity on autopilot, meaning that you and focus on those front end generating activities, meaning these 5 things here, by producing content, disseminating information to the internet in the right appropriate places, and making sure that from there you have this capture source. The capture source, a very, very strong capture source that has a very, very good conversion rate, is the shortest stay calculator. We have agents emailing us all the time saying, hey, this kicks butt, I got my $1 million listing from it. I mean, all kinds of things that you wouldn't even think of because of the power that it has to generate some information that we're going to give them for free. And we'll talk about what that looks like here in a second. So now let's talk about our marketing solutions real quick here. The marketing solutions that we have from a real estate standpoint, we focus on the corporate level, but then also go down to the broker level, down to the agent level. This is kind of what a broker internet marketing solution looks like. And this information can be found on our website, even more in depth with a video tied to it at directbusinessmarketing.com. Scroll down a little bit and go to and click on the real estate button, and once you click on the real estate, you will see this diagram again, plus a video where I talk about each one of these particular squares in this section here. And same goes for this one too. The only thing between a broker and agent solution is that you do not have the agent recruitment website that's not part of the agent solution. Okay, so those are solutions, and we've again proven this. So we're going to talk about just the red section today. When we talk about seller websites, there's a few different types of seller websites. There's an REO website, there's an equity seller website, marketing system, and everything else. Then today we're going to talk about the short or stay calculator marketing system. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. So Let's dive right into it. What is the short or stay calculator? Well, it's a plug and play marketing system that we have designed for real estate agents who want to generate, capture, store, and nurture short sale leads, specifically for short sales. To give the real estate agent an opportunity to get more listings. If you can get the leads, you can talk to them, then your sales process takes over and you can get that as a listing, or get the home as a listing, which will help grow your business. Okay, and this we also have an an opportunity to arm the homeowner with information they need to make the appropriate decision on whether or not a short sale will be right or should be right for them and their family. Okay, that's where the report comes in. We'll talk about and show you what that report looks like and how they can get that report. Okay, so how does the short or stay calculator work? Well, again, marketing principle number 11 talks about generate, capture, store, nurture. Well, again, this is embedded within our whole entire marketing campaign. So first of all these lead generating activities, from search engine marketing, direct mail, from Facebook, for other blogs, videos, things like that, direct mail. I mean, everything else that you are comfortable doing and how you want to market, we have that available. We'll talk about what that looks like here in the 3 different packages. From there, the website does have a capture source on it. Now, the strong position of the call to action is, hey, put in some information about your home, your address, everything else, and your mortgage information, and then we will tell you, we'll spell out a report that will give you XYZ. Okay, number 3, you store that information in an instant. They get an email, you get the same exact email, that report. We'll talk again, we'll show you what that looks like. You get the same information, so you know exactly what to talk to them about, all the way down to the property name, the property address, their mortgage, everything else. And remember, it's all about then from there going about nurturing that lead to get the listing. This is a marketing system. It's all about capturing the lead, getting the information, so then you can take it to the next level. Now, if you're thinking that this is going to be the end-all be-all, no, it's not, because there are things that you have to do as a real estate agent in terms of marketing the site. We'll dive into that a little bit later on, and make sure I just want to make sure that I express that you have to be marketing in order to get those leads. Okay. So who's using the short or stay calculator? Well, we have all the major real estate agent companies out there, all the biggies, from Keller Williams, Century 21, Remax. I mean, you name it. There's even more than that. We have some other smaller boutique ones, all the way down to the agent level, all the way to the corporate level. I mean, so we have agents all over the United States using this from all walks of careers. I should say, when I say careers, I mean careers with these organizations, either very massive organizations or the small organizations. Doesn't matter. They are still generating leads, short sale leads for their area, because we understand how to do this. Plus, we continuously give more information on how to market as we go on. Okay, so let me talk to you about a case study we got with Group 4610 a while ago. And this is before the calculator, but since we introduced the calculator, some wonderful things have happened. And we started working with them back in 2009, but let's just put it like this. Let's just get down to the nitty gritty here. They're one of the top AZ short sale specialists here and not only in Arizona, but also the nation. They closed more than 200 short sales in the past couple of years, and now they're going to blow it out the water this year in 2012. They're ranked number 188 on the Wall Street Journal. Every year they come out with this report called the 1000, which is the top 1000 realtors in the United States. Well, they're number 188. So they have a very strong focus on marketing, and they really understand how to use the short stay calculator. Now, their focus has been what? Facebook. Their focus has been email campaigns. Their focus has been blogging, even using videos. I mean, you name it, radio campaign now and everything else. So let's talk about this and what it looks like. Well, they get an average of 1 lead per day, average of at least 4 listings a month. Now, taking that, do the math for your area. Let's just take a median house for your area. How much would that add to your business, having 4 listings a month times 12? I mean, the numbers really add up really, really good for you. Okay, now, just happened here not so long ago. They launched the radio campaign, and they got 20 leads in just 1 day. Okay, I mean, we actually had to slow the whole thing down. They slowed it down because they had like a total of like, you know, really like 99 or a little bit over 100 in a couple weeks, and they had to slow it down because it works so well. The shortest day calculator, they start going there, it did everything they wanted it to do. They had a lot of leads to follow up with, and now they're just kicking butt. Their radio campaigns are all over the air. So let's talk about this live demo here. Let me show you the back end of the system. Okay, so everyone gets a back end of the system. If you're familiar with WordPress, then you can use this system. We've taken a proprietary, or not a proprietary, open, what they call open source software, and add our proprietary information to it. Now, so not just the, you know, kind of the canned WordPress system that you're going to get out. This is one that has a bunch of more code in it and everything else that will allow you to do what you want it to do, or what we heard our clients say they wanted to do. So this is the back end of just kind of a demo system here. Not much information here, but I do want to show you some, capitalizing some information. Okay. So one of the main things is we have this video tutorial here. Okay. Well, first of all, I'll go to the SOS Help. SOS Help has just some really formidable videos, very high-level videos answering some very simple questions about page options, a lead page, those sorts of things. So it's very simple. Of course, you can just click play and you can watch the video and understand what you want to do, what what the video entails, and how to create blog posts and everything else. Now, to go a little bit further, we have all these other videos here also that show you everything about the dashboard, the quick press, changing your password, restoring a post, adding more posts, adding the video, adding pages, working with images, how do you get images in there, deleting, how do you crop them, and everything else, text editing. So we have everything in here in order to, even if, yes, you can talk to our technical support and they'll still go through it with you if you like more hands-on, but if you want to watch something at your own pace, here's all the information, all the video tutorials and everything else. And alongside here, the left side, this is where you add all the other information, other pages, you can manage comments, testimonials, those sorts of things are on our site. Then from here, in the shortest stay, this is our nice little deal here. Can't get this anywhere else, of course. But this is where we have information about the report, okay? So, of course, everyone has to have what we call a Zillow API, and then who it comes from. Again, this is our demo system, so I'm just kind of showing you that. Short sale success story. This is all customized information. I'll show you how this looks. But all this information is customized. This is information above the report. Here's information below the report, meaning that you can add basically a signature, and you can add links, you can add anything else you want in here. This is totally customizable, so your report that your prospects will get will read exactly the way you want it to read. The only thing that's not customizable is the report per se, but I will show you how that too is also customizable. When I say customizable, you can't move around, things like that. So let's talk about some of the other things here. We talk about some of the leads that can come through. Here are a bunch of different leads that come through the system, right? Tells the number of leads on who, where they're at and where they're from, those sorts of things, what the home value is, what the reports information chooses to send out. And the good thing about this information is this is something that you can use, and I can recalculate information. I can resend this information. I can recalculate. I can edit it. There's a lot of information, a lot of things that I can do. I can change these numbers here, click save, it'll email this person again. So anything that you want to do in order to recalculate information, let's say the numbers came back a little screwy, and if say they weren't accurate, because that does happen sometimes. And so we have a way you can put in more accurate numbers. You can put in more accurate numbers once you get an official appraisal and give them a report back. There are many things you can do in order to get this thing working right. Plus, in terms of the marketing materials, we have all the marketing materials that you need in order to develop or for marketing. So anything that's online marketing, emails, online ads, all the graphic ads, banner ads, those sorts of things. There's a plethora of information that you can download and continuously use in order to market your short or stay calculator. There's really no reason that we left a gap open for, so you can say, hey, I don't know how to market it. Well, not only do we have all the marketing materials already created for you, not only do you have, the only thing you have to do is add your contact information, your telephone, your email, your URL on the marketing materials that actually get printed out. We have that whole entire system So there again, there's really no way you can say, "Hey, I don't know what to do in terms of marketing, how we're going to market it." Well, this we have everything. I mean, so that you can literally hit the ground running when you talk about what to do in marketing. Plus, every Wednesday we host a webinar, a short, sweet webinar, giving you information how to market everything else. I mean, so this is again a complete marketing system that you have available at your fingertips, and you can market any way you feel comfortable. So we'll talk about that. But everything else in here, again, there's not too much that I have to show you because it's such a very simplified system. It just does what it's supposed to do. If you market it, it will continue to spit out the information. The whole idea is getting it in front of the right audience. So everything else here about adding more posts, adding more pages is very, very self-explanatory. And if it's not self-explanatory, you can always watch the videos in order to do that, or call in to Direct Business Marketing. We'll be more than happy to take you through each and every step of that particular system. Okay, so I also want to show you what it kind of looks like from the beginning. But before we do that, when I say at the beginning, a face or the facade of the website, before we do that, I would definitely want to go back to the presentation and show you a little bit more information. So we'll come back to that. So once you get information into the system, it spits out a report. So maybe this is a time to show you. Let's go to let's give it to one of these. We'll just go to the shorter stay website, and we will pick a site to really watch here and just kind of view here from an example standpoint. Okay. All right. So as this comes up, let's say here, I think there's an FAQ. Yep, there's a FAQ which has some demos. So I should say some live sites that are being marketed out there by real estate agents. Okay, so let's take this one here, for instance, home helper consultants, a local real estate agent here. I'll click on that, and so what we're going to do here is just show you one of the systems that is very strong in lead generation, because this gentleman here knows how to market. So this is what the system looks like. This is the way the system can look, meaning that it has a white background, the calculator information here in the front, and then all this information you see here is standard. It's totally customizable. You have the autonomy to change the information as you see fit. All this information here is good to go. All the information here in these 4 areas here, and then all this other blog roll stuff, all this other information that you should be adding as a real estate agent, meaning that you're adding more information to do what? To demonstrate your expertise. So you want to do that. So this has a couple different steps. One, you'll see above the fold, meaning that as soon as they land on your page, you do not have to scroll down. This is everything above the fold. There's a video and there's a capture source, right? So the video, in this video, this gentleman explains what the short or stay calculator is. And that's very, very knowledgeable and a very good way to put that information into the system. Here they enter their property information. Then the next step, they enter their mortgage information. I don't want to put it in his. I want to make sure that he gets some information here. But basically the property info, step 1. Step 2 is the mortgage information along with your email address. They click find or submit my report, and then they get a report that looks like this. And our next slide. It comes again. Remember, this is totally customizable, right? You can change all the content here. You can change the content here. But this is what the report spits out, okay? So let's just talk about this for a second. This is where the power of the report really comes into play, all right? Now, all their property information will be right here, and then you'll see their mortgage information that they put in, right? This person said, hey, my balance is $390,000. I have a 4.5% interest rate. Here's my monthly payments. Now the report spit back, found their house, and said, well, according to Zillow, this information is only worth, your house is worth $218,000. So what it does is it takes that information and computes it, right? Calculates payments, everything else, right? So it's saying basically in a slow appreciating market, the default values are 3, 5, and 7. Okay, now all these appreciation values you can change in the back end. You can change it to as low as a 0.5% growth per year, all the way up to whatever growth percent you need it per year, right? So this is customizable information here that you can really change and have different values. So now appropriate use of that is to just put the selected values in for your market wherever you are. If you're in California, it's obviously going to be different if you're in Washington or Florida, okay? So from there, here we have information that says in 8 years and 6 months, you're going to break even over that time period. You're going to spend $239,000, over $239,000. It's saying that's in the slow appreciating market. An average appreciating market will take you 6 years and 10 months, and you're going to pay a total of $192,000. In the aggressively appreciating market, 5 years, 9 months, you're going to spend over $162,000. Well, that's a very good money. That's a very good way of looking at where your money is going to go and whether or not a short sale should drive you. Now, this is where your expertise as a realtor comes in to guide them to the right solution, because a short sale may be appropriate for them. Okay, so that's up to you and the homeowner to talk about, but this is the power of the report. This is a proprietary product that delivers that information. Remember, every client wants three things. They want value added in advance. This is free. So before they even contact you, they may want this information here, right? They want a trusted advisor. They want someone like you, the realtor, to guide them and let them know whether or not a short sale, which is an adequate solution, maybe adequate solution, is right for them. So in one marketing campaign, you give them the three things that every client wants, okay? Now from there, here's where you can find some examples. I will leave this page up for a few seconds here, but you can always go to shortestate.com slash actually be shortestate.com/agents/FAQs. Okay, so if you go there, you can definitely find the videos or the other short sale examples that we have on the site. Again, it's shortestate.com/agents/FAQs, or just go to shortestate.com/agents, and then you can click on information there at the top that says FAQ. Either way, okay, or you can go type it right into these particular URLs here and make sure that you can find information that you want for viewing other examples. All right. So objections. I do want to cover some objections because we heard a lot of objections. Now, I'll talk to you about the main ones here. First of all, we are here all the time. Well, Zillow numbers aren't accurate. Well, again, that's fine. Your job, the whole idea of the marketing system is to get the lead. We're not trying to be exact. We're not trying to be, because there are things that we can't control, like the numbers that Zillow gives us. We can control the calculation because we understand the calculator. We developed the algorithm for that. Now, when it comes to Zillow, now that again, that's a whole totally different thing. That's why you can then go back in the back of the system, as I showed you, and recalculate the information. You can do that and plug the numbers in yourself manually, and then spit out a whole new report that would be much more accurate. Okay. Some people may say, well, I don't want to do direct mail campaigns. Well, you don't have to do direct mail campaigns. There are 3 different packages. If you're more comfortable, tongue twister. If you're more comfortable with doing just internet marketing, then go ahead, by all means. We'll talk about just getting the basic package. That's all you need. Okay. Now, if you want to do broadcast marketing, use the radio scripts that we have developed, the TV scripts we have developed, then yeah, you want to go with another system, which is the Enhanced Plus. All right. So some people say, I'm not sure about the video you have on the website. Well, we don't want you to be sure. Now, that video does its purpose. If you don't change it, it comes with a standardized video. But we strongly suggest that you have something more like this, which is a more customized video, okay? Something that you develop. The first thing I always give agents the opportunity to do, or I tell them to do, is change that main video that's on the site. Change it to your face, your voice, your information, telling them what to do. Putting your information right here on the form to the right. That's exactly what you want them to do. So yeah, you don't have to be too sure about that video. We want you to make your own video and put it there, okay? What about driving traffic to the website? It's all about driving traffic to the website. And that's with any particular website. It doesn't matter the website. It's really important that you understand that you have to do something. The website, if someone tells you that once they build it, they will come, they are very wrong. I'd be very skeptical about doing business with them, because building it and then having them come automatically is not accurate for any website. So, driving traffic to the website, we have a number of videos. We have other webinars. We continuously say, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is what you could be doing. This is how you do it. We have all that information already developed. All you have to do is tap into it, because we make videos also. All right. Well, someone said, I don't have the time to update the website. I'm pretty busy throughout the day. Well, then you definitely want to call us and talk to us about how we integrate or implement even more robust campaigns with our clients. There are some clients, we are the marketing for them, okay? From SEO to pay-per-click to another highly optimized video strategy, search engine marketing strategy we have. So talk to us if you have any questions about that and you don't feel you have the time. We can be your marketing company doing 95% of the work, and understand that you have to do some things, meaning that either make a video and or follow up on the lead that we develop for you, or that the lead comes through your email. You got to do some follow up, okay? And that should be the agent that's in charge there, or a team member, okay? Frequently asked questions. Here's some frequently asked questions. Then I'll talk about the should ask questions. Are you marketing for us? No, we are not marketing for you. You should be marketing for yourself. But again, call us and we can talk about how integrated you want us to be in your marketing. If you want us to market for you, that's a whole different deal. Understand that the more services that we provide, the more monthly budget that you will have assigned to direct business marketing and for your marketing budget. Okay. Number two, do I have to make a video? You don't have to make a video. It comes standard with the video, but we've seen that agents do better and their sites do better when it's their voice, when it's their picture there or their video there, and they're instructing the client what to do or the prospect what to do. Number three, how long does it take to set up? 1 to 2 business days. Within 48 hours, you will have your site, and I must caveat that with once you send over the checklist. Once you buy the product, which you'll see where you can buy it online, a checklist automatically comes to you. So watch out for the email, and that email will have information for you to fill out. You hit submit, and then from there, the countdown starts. 48 hours. Okay. Control content. Who controls the content? Well, we have the content already developed, but you have the autonomy to change anything you want on the site as far as the content. Okay. So feel free to do that if that's what you want to do. If you want to reword some things, have at it. It's all right there under the pages, under the post, and you can change it, and there you have it. Where do the leads go? Okay. So first of all, that's a good question. The leads go into two places, perhaps I should say a possibility of two places. One, definitely in the back end of your site. Every person gets a site. The lead goes into the back end of your site. Now, depending on whether or not we are integrating with your lead management system, Top Producer, Market Leader. In fact, we're the first one to integrate with Market Leader. Constant Contact, MailChimp, you name it. We can integrate with those with 90% of them out there on the market. So depending on the package you get, it will definitely go into the back end no matter which package you get via our system. But if you're choosing Enhanced Plus packages, we can make sure that it also goes into your database where you can then set up a drip campaign. Number two, what about customization, printing, and mailing? Well, again, we have all the marketing materials already developed. All you have to do is just customize it. You get a login and password to another site that has all of the door hangers, the postcards, everything else already there. All you have to do is just customize it. You can put your image, you can put your URL, your phone number, your name, that kind of information, and it's already done. You just preview it and let us know how many you want to print out. Actually, you tell the system how many you want to print out. You buy it all online, it ships to you. You know, it's hands off for us, but it makes it very, very smooth and easy for you guys. Okay. Number seven, how many leads can I expect? Or what's the ROI? I get that all the time. But see, you have to understand that if you're not marketing, you're not going to get an ROI. And that's where I really want to be upfront and tell everyone, hey, if you're not marketing, you're not going to get an ROI. If you're not marketing, you could be marketing at Toys R Us, but you're not marketing in the right spot, you still won't get an ROI. So you have to understand that there are certain places to market and understand how to market to those right people. Now, again, we have some people who, I'll be totally honest with you, some agents who are not marketing and they probably hardly get any leads, probably zero. There's a zero ROI for what they paid. Then we have some agents who are marketing in right places and they're getting, 100 leads in a month. So there's everything there and all in between in terms of generating leads. Now, a lot of those will turn in listings. I mean, the way we have the site, the way they deliver their information, it should be, or your information should be very, very precise on helping them about talking to them about short sales, demonstrating your expertise. So the ROI question totally depends on you. It is all over the board from 0 all the way up to 100 in a month. So that's kind of my range there that I usually talk to people because I want them to understand that marketing is critically important. Those 5 lead generating factors are critically important. Here's some should ask questions. Here's some questions that you may have thought to ask, but here's some questions that you should ask. Can I embed the calculator on other sites I own? Yes, you can. We have in the back end of there's code that you can copy and paste, and you can post it on any other site that you own. Okay, so some people say, well, do I just want the calculator? Do I have to have your site? Well, the system comes with the site, but you can then take, again, everything, that information that's above the fold, the information right here where the video and this whole black area here where the video and the web form is, and you can embed that in any site you want. Okay, So if you want to bypass the other information we have, boom, you can do that. Okay. Can the theme be customized, not look like the standard template? Yes, there's several different degrees of that also. So first of all these buttons here and everything else can be colored in a whole different way, colored into your color scheme and everything else. We can also have a different layout. There's a premium for that, different layout, $500 layout, because you talk with the design team to get it exactly the way you want it laid out. Let's say you want it laid out so how your main website is. Well, we can definitely do that. We can very much so look at that site and have our designers draft something up that looks just like it, and therefore you can mark it via with something that looks like yours. But again, the color scheme is very, very easy. You can also color the background of this site, also change the color of this here and make it look totally, totally different so it doesn't look like the standard theme. Number 3, should I have a separate domain for this website? Yes, you should have a separate domain for this website. I talk about it on our website also at directbusinessmarketing.com. Scroll down a little bit, click on that real estate button, and you'll see a video there with me talking about the different domain strategies that you should implement within your whole web marketing strategy. So yes, you should have a separate domain for that site, and I hope that answers your questions there. But most people, and you'll see on the checklist, there's an opportunity, there's a little field there that asks you what your special domain is or what your vanity domain is. You do want to have a vanity domain. There's 2 types of domains: an SEO domain and there's a branded domain. Well, let's talk about both of those and take a look at that video on directbusinessmarketing.com. Again, scroll down, hit the real estate button, you'll definitely see. Now, number 4, what other services do you provide that work well with the SOS calculator? Well, we have a very, very, very common implementation is the calculator site plus a pay-per-click campaign, starting off with $500 a month. That will immediately get you leads, and that's a good strategy to implement. Not one time have we started it and there aren't leads coming through. So you do want to have both an organic and a paid strategy. So the paid strategy is the pay-per-click. The organic strategy would be you adding more content to your site and building up your site to come through the rankings. Because if you're like me, I hardly ever click on the paid ad advertising areas, but there are a lot of people that do. They just don't care. They go to the site, they find out what they want, it has the right heading, the right title, and everything else, and they'll click on it. I'm a little bit different. I usually focus on the organic search engine results. So you gotta go after both those type of people. Okay. Here are some of the features. Again, there's 3 packages: basic, enhanced, and enhanced plus, right? So anything that you want to do from, let me talk about the differences between the packages. Basic package, if you are going to do online marketing only, you want to go with the basic package, okay? Professionally written emails we have there, Google ads, Facebook ads, banner ads, pre-written HTML code for Craigslist, those sorts of things. Enhanced has everything the basic has, but also has all the printed materials, the door hangers, the bandit signs, the direct mail letter, all that information, okay? Then Enhanced Plus has everything that the Enhanced has, plus the basic. Plus, we integrate with your lead management system. We have the drip campaigns that you can plug into your to autopilot your follow-up response after the lead has come in and got the report, has gotten the report, and radio commercial scripts, television commercial scripts, okay, billboard, all that kind of information we have for you in that package, okay. Other benefits, fits right into the marketing that you're already comfortable doing. So if you're already doing something that has to do with internet marketing, then you can implement our system with it with a better call to action, because right now that call to action of call for free consultation isn't working that much. It isn't working that well to download the free short sale book. That isn't working that well anymore. You got to just get with the program and implement something that's more unique and has a stronger conversion factor. Number 2 here, you can use the SOS Calculator website as your own main website for short sales if you want to use it as that, and we have many agents that do. Hey, have at it. Now, it also gives a realistic view to the homeowner about their home and the current market value, right? It's self-managed, updatable content via secure backend, your username, your password, totally different than anyone else's, and that's how you can take advantage of that. The blogging functionality or the content management function, adding more videos, adding more articles, adding more content, that's exactly the way you're supposed to be doing it. We have a fast up and running time within 2 business days. Anytime an update comes up, you get that update as long as you have the calculators, lifetime updates. Plus, we provide a weekly webinar every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, so that's very, very good information for you. Some of the new things is a recalculate send, Um, Customize your calculator's appreciation values, the back end. Remember the 3, 5, and 7 are default. You can change those to whatever it is for your market. Tracking codes, meaning that if you are doing a door hanger campaign, if you're doing a direct mail campaign, if you're doing a banner ad campaign, we have the tracking codes. So you can track all three of those to find out how or which marketing medium is giving you the better return on your investment. Remember, we're all about ROI, so we want to track everything. Number four, you can purchase your very own custom skin, and then we have new interest only. Now in the back end, you usually can check the box that it will include an interest only calculation for the homeowner. Okay. Another affiliate ID, we have some agents say, hey, you know what, I market to, this is a great product, I market to a number of agents that could use this. Can I make some money off of it? Well, yes, you can. You can affiliate ID on your site. You can also have the phone number to be required or not required. So if you want someone that's just very, very serious, and yeah, they can always put in a fake phone number, but most of the time, if you're going to get a client that's going to be very serious about it, then hey, if you want that a little bit more qualified lead, then you can have the phone number be required so you can then contact them also. And then BCC fields. So some realtors have other members of the team that may want to get the email, can follow up with the email while the realtor's out doing their thing, maybe a listing agent or a buyer's agent, whatever it may be. So just to make sure that there's some other follow-up actions going on, you have BCC fields in the back end. Now, here's the offer that I want to make you. Remember, giving clients what they want, giving them that value-added advance, that trusted advisor, which is you, understanding how you can provide an adequate solution for them, understanding the shorter stay calculator is a system for them. There are three different packages. The basic is a $597 setup, $30 a month. Enhanced $797 setup, one-time setup fee, then $30 a month. And Enhanced Plus is $997 setup fee plus $30 a month. Okay, so with all that, you get all the technical support, live technical support. You can call in, you can submit a ticket, you can talk to someone, you get hands-on training if you need that. I mean, this whole entire system is developed for real estate agents who are actively going after short sale leads. And then, so one of the things you may want to do is call us to talk about special discounts that we may be offering at the time that you are watching this video. I have to admit, it's not all the time, so if we're not running specials at the time, most likely if you get a hold of the right consultant there, they may be able to extend it at the time, or they may not be able to. So definitely call us and ask us any questions that you may have. You can call me directly. Here's my information, Grandison Shines. I'm Chief Marketing Officer here. My direct line is 602-369-8119. My email, grandison@directbusinessmarketing.com. And feel free to join us, even if you're not a client yet, to join us on our weekly webinars every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, directbusinessmarketing.com/webinars. I'll go back to this page one more time, and you can view this at the top here. You'll see shortorstay.com/agents. You can sign up online, and it's very, very easy to do. It takes you through. You create your login, your password, everything else, so you can write that down, and then all that information will be submitted to you. Now, if you're ready to really hit the ground running, to start generating better quality short sale leads, then this is the product you want to invest in. shorterstay.com/agents. Go there now, and you can purchase any package you want. And there you have it. This is Grandison Shine signing out. Again, here's my information. I look forward to working with you soon. Bye.